fucking reason, the harder you fucking
piss-powered fucking lights. Yeah.
So, just explain that to people who don't know.
And
that's probably, full disclosure, it probably had a lot more to do with drugs than it had to do with anything else.
Definitely.
We had some ragers at my house back in the day.
Yeah.
But there was a bathroom, the upstairs bathroom, and the lights would like dim and then get brighter. And if you had the right mixture of, let's say, LSD and alcohol or whatever else going in, it literally felt that the more you peed, the brighter the lights got. And this isn't just like, this is coming from
that part was
multiple
true.
people. Multiple people agree that this felt like it was actually something that happened.
Well, and then like, we came to that conclusion. This is like easily 7-8 years ago at this point, but we came to that conclusion.
If not longer, but yeah.
And then like I saw, just speaking of like another renewable energy story, I sent you an article maybe like a few months after we were joking about that, how in Africa they actually made a piss power generator. And like it fit too fucking well.
Well, I was just gonna say it is actually, as much as we laugh about that, there is nothing scientifically inaccurate about the idea that you could put a small little like alternator like turbine into a toilet, and then if you pissed on top of it, like if it had little flaps that made it spin and you peed on top of that and it spun enough, you would be able to create energy. Like you could probably power the lights in a bathroom with the energy of your piss, just spinning a little mini turbine inside the toilet. You could probably like, it would be like one of those flashlights that you shake, like, and it's like bright for like a little while, like, so it wouldn't be perfect, but we actually could like, oh man, I'm saying like 1,000 times. And I just want to apologize because I said like way more than I really wanted to in the last episode for anybody. I re-listened to that episode and I never listened to them back. And I felt like such a fucking moron for how I was speaking. Like. And here I go.
What are you talking about, Scoop?
But as we are speaking on the idea of these little places that we can gain energy, it's not dumb to think that we literally, when we piss, that there is energy from that, and we could get, like, there are so many little places we could get energy from. And that's a very interesting thing to think about in my mind. Like,
Did your, well, I guess I don't know your relationship with your grandparents, how close you were, but I'm curious if you had some interesting stories from your grandpas. Like my grandpa, much related to this, told me...
Hold on. Let me stop you.
Okay.
Are you interested in if I had this experience, or was that just a segue so that you could tell your experience?
A little bit of both.
Because you asked a question, and then you just went.
Well, it is a question, but I have an example to back it up. So
I'm just saying, let's just get right to that. You wanted to tell your point, just tell me your point. Don't fake a question for me because you want to tell a story about you.
Well, it's not about me. It's about my. So, like, what I was getting at is my grandpa told me that in the 70s he knew a guy who they called him the Pissmaster, and like I'm not even kidding. And he was a truck driver, and he could piss over the cab of his semi truck. Like, he had that powerful of a stream that he could piss clean over the top of his semi. And I feel like people were built different back then.
Well, I mean, the Pissmaster, yeah. Like, nobody fucks with the Pissmaster.
No, absolutely not.
No, that I wasn't trying to be a dick. I just was gonna say like, just tell the story. Don't ask me.
Well, fine, I won't. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go take a piss right now.
Me too. I was just gonna make the same joke. That's hilarious.
Fine. See you in a minute.
Fine. I will talk to you in 30 seconds. Fine.
Stool with Matt Nic. I got a little gripe about, I've really tried in recent months to stop hating on people that are just experiencing like simple joys in life, but I keep doing it. Like I can't help my brain feeling this way. As much as I try to act against the way I feel, there are just sometimes like some things that I can't help being fucking hateful, towards. And one of those things, especially this has come about, these thoughts have come about because it's summertime, are people who drive along the highway and hold their arms out the window and just like, wave them with the passing wind. That you've seen this, right? Like people who just like
I do it all the time.
Do you? Okay.
I'm one of those people.
Are you? Okay, like I've seen like entire minivans.
It feels so good. It feels so good to like when you catch that. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I don't know what it is about my own psyche that hates this so much. But when I see a minivan, especially when it's like a full family where every single window has an arm out of it and just like flowing with the wind, my internal monologue just goes like, I hope you get sideswiped by 2 buses. Like, I hope you all lose your fucking arm. And I don't know why I think that. I don't know why I hate it so much. Like, but I just picture like, that Jean-Claude Van Damme, old like 80s, 90s commercial.
You know why you hate it? Because you're a hater.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, that commercial from back in the day where like Jean-Claude Van Damme was doing the splits between 2 semis that were like rolling around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just picture that coming along just close enough to sideswipe both sides of that fucking minivan and taking everyone's arms with them, and I don't know why. I don't understand why that is a part of my soul. That I can't.
Can I make a slight? Can I make a slight adjustment? And it's your thought. So like, if you feel that way, I'm not trying to. But what I would say is like, I could get the hate out of like self-pity if you like see like a bunch of people younger than you, like a group of like very attractive, college kids who are on like spring break and they're all enjoying themselves. And you're like, God damn it, they're having so much more fun than I am right now. But a family, dude, the fact that you want to see a family like get fucking wiped out, like you're going a little bit too far with that.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to be this way. I just am. I don't know why. Like it really is like I see adult arms and child arms hanging out and just like rolling with the wind outside.
And I just want to rip them all off.
Yeah, well, I don't want to personally rip them off. I just want something to rip them off. Like, fuck you. Well, fuck you for being happy. I don't, you don't deserve it.
But, like, I got to ask a question here.
Okay.
Is it actually better to not want to be the person who does it personally? Because to me, I view that as like you want something bad to happen, but you have like no direction or confidence in yourself. So like you don't want to do it. You don't want to have any part of it. You don't want to. You just want to watch it happen for your own self-satisfaction.
Exactly.
That's where it gets fucking twisted.
I'm not. Yeah, of course I'm not going to do it myself. I want to see it.
No, it would be better. Like, if you're like, I hate these people and I want to rip their arms off myself, to me, for whatever reason, and this is where I would like to direct the conversation now, to me, it's better to want to do it personally than to just, like, see it happen.
I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I feel like it's a little more sane to have the wherewithal to be like, I hate you, and I want to see something bad happen to you, but I'm not going to do it, rather than having the drive to be like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to rip your arms off.
I see how the way I explain myself would have come across that way, but that's not actually what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that I think wishing bad things on other people isn't that much better than just wanting to do bad things to other people.
Well, I mean, you're right there. You're correct there. It's not much better, but I think it still is a little better.
All right. Well, we can agree on that. Yeah. But I can't quite get the idea of, like, I would be so happy if, like, this van passes me, and then a quarter mile down the road, I see them wrecked on the side of the road, and then feel good about myself. Like, how is that any less psychotic?
It's not. But I drive for a living, and I something about driving every day for work, like not even driving to work. Driving is my job, obviously. And seeing people being happy about driving just makes me a little bit psychotic, and just like, I want bad things to happen to you. When you're like going 50 in like a 70, and all your arms are hanging out the window, just like, oh, I'm just enjoying this. No, go fuck yourself. I want your arms to be, I want to decapitate your fucking shoulders.
And I don't even mean this as far as driving for your job. I mean this as, like, driving to get from point A to point B. Mm. You would not last 1 week driving in Alaska during tourist season. It is the most despicable,
I would actually kill people.
I have, and I'm not proud of this, but there was one day where... So what we have here is, like, we only have 2 lanes. One going north, one going south. And the roads are very curvy and hilly, so there's not many passing opportunities. So what we have is turnout lanes. So there's a lane, so if you have 5 or more cars behind you that you're stacking up and you're not driving fast enough, you're actually required by law to go into this turnout lane and allow all those vehicles
it's a passing lane.
To pass you. But it's very short, though. Like, most of the time, people that go into it have to stop because it's only like 250 yards long.
Right.
It's not like a passing lane. It's just a little side thing for people to stop, let the cars pass, or whatever.
Right.
So a couple of years ago, I was behind this camper, and this dude had no idea what the fuck he was doing. He was going 45 miles an hour down the road, and just farting along, checking out all the scenery as people are wont to do when they are in, on Alaska vacation.
Sure.
They don't realize that, like, real people use these roads to, like, get to work and do things.
I love that distinction between tourists and real people.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they think that our roads are for their amusement.
Right.
That's how these fucking campers drive. Like, oh no, I'm just on a fucking scenic drive here. And I'm just gonna, there's a moose? I'm just gonna pull my fucking 20-foot camper halfway onto the shoulder, so that the ass end is still sticking out on the road, and I'm causing accidents.
I'm just going to be in